Okay, hello. Thank you for joining today at a different time than usual. And so we'll start. We'll start now, as usual, by closing our eyes and first making ourselves comfortable, maybe even by stretching, taking some deep breath, just allowing ourselves to gently move our bodies, stretching our arms, getting um, the parts of our bodies that feel like they want to move, allowing them to stretch for a bit. And when you feel comfortable, when you feel loose enough in your body, but alert, just make yourself comfortable where you're sitting and allow your attention, your awareness to notice the weight of your body where you're sitting. And then moving your attention a little bit lower down into your feet, noticing the weight of your feet on the ground. Noticing the connection of your feet with the floor, with the earth. And setting that intention to ground yourself. And once you're feeling that connection with the energy of the earth that you might start to feel more intensely coming back your way, then move your attention, your focus all the way back up into the area of your chest, and more specifically your heart. And there to just imagine or visualize as if your breath is flowing in and out directly through the heart. And as you're doing that, you might notice that you're tuning in a little bit more subtly with the sensations or the noises of your heartbeats. Every time you're feeling, visualizing, imagining your breath flowing into your heart, that makes you more aware of your heart. And then visualizing the flow of your breath as if it's flowing out from your heart with each out breath. And with this visualization, we are also now gonna harmonize the rhythm of our breath so that we are breathing in a slower and deeper way than we usually do, and also in a more regular, rhythmic way, so that our in breath and our out breath are about the same length. So keep visualizing your breath flowing in and out through the heart, but only making the in breath and the out breath as regular and balanced as you can. And as you're breathing breathing in and out that way, you're probably noticing a sense of calm that is the result of this conscious, heart-centered breathing, calming the mind. And so from this calm, neutral state, first let's just remind ourselves of our vision, reminding ourselves of the general direction that we wish to have in our life, whether it's the vision for our life, if it's clear. It could also be just our values, what's important to us. Could also be some goals that we have for the future in a time frame that makes sense to you, whether it's a few years, just the end of this year, or just the next few months. Just remind yourself of your vision or values or goals. And then once you've done that, just we're just going to contemplate the week that's just finished and just notice, remind ourselves of what did work well and also what didn't work as well as we wished. So just having a global review of the last week, what did work well, what we enjoyed, what would we want to keep for the week to come, what do we want to expand on or to nurture. Basically, what do we want more of? All the good stuff that worked well. So welcome all of the memories you're having from last week about what worked well. And once you're done with the working well part, you can also notice, contemplate all the aspects of last week that you think didn't work as well as you wanted. And here more with the lens of, okay, without judgment and without beating yourself up. Okay, that didn't work as well as I wanted. I just noticed that this is something I would rather change in the weeks to come, or I would rather let go of. These are things I want ideally less of. And welcoming all of this as just information, not an opportunity to blame yourself or beat yourself up about it. So what What happened last week that you will rather let go of or change? Okay, and once we've done that, having that overview of the pros and cons of last week, let's just ask ourselves, okay, if last week was somehow going to repeat itself into the future, last week, or a version, of course, of last week, as in if we were just going to repeat the past, would it actually bring us closer to our goals, our vision? Meaning, is it already somewhat aligned with our goals, our vision? And if not, just notice, would it bring you just a little bit off track? Meaning you'd only have a few adjustments maybe to make? Or is it bringing you way far away from your ideal vision, values, goals? And here just get a general sense for it, and welcoming this information so you know what to course correct. You know that your trajectory is slightly off track, and you're grateful to know it sooner than later. And if that's the case, we are gonna work now on crafting a better trajectory. And to do that, we're gonna first invite our imagination to come along and play with us. And stronger that we are with this knowledge about where the current trajectory seems to be taking us, let's imagine what would next week look like if it was already starting to bring ourselves back on the right trajectory, on the right track. What would be happening? What could be happening? What would be the best possible scenarios, the best possible outcomes? And to do that, you can first imagine, okay, if everything that I control, everything that I have agency over, my own thoughts, my own emotions, my own actions, what if I'm operating at my best and everything that's in my control is working out in the best way possible? What does the week look like then? I'm at my best. My thoughts, emotions, actions are aligned. I'm making happen what I want to make happen. What does that look like? And as you're envisioning what that could look like, you're obviously noticing the things that are not totally in your control. And so, what if those were also working out for the best? Everything in your experience that you're not directly deciding on, acting on. What if all of this was also somewhat flowing and aligning nicely with your own vision? What if all of this was working out for the best of not just yourself, but everyone involved? What could that look like? And, and also, what if some unexpected, some surprises were to make your week even better? What would those what could those possibly look like, sound like? Maybe synchronicities, opportunities. Just imagining how the week could unfold with a little bit of magic working your way. And again, allow your imagination to play along. Good news that you're receiving. Okay. And so that's everything that your imagination is giving you so far. And I'm just going to invite us to also set an intention that we'd be open to welcome in our lives, to receive opportunities that are maybe so far beyond the realm of our current imagination. What if there are other things out there that are very much aligned with our values, our vision, but we're not yet able to imagine them? So let's just open ourselves to being able to acknowledge them when they show up in our experience, that we'd be able to recognize them for what they are, and that we would be able to welcome them, even though they look unfamiliar to us. So let's open ourselves to some real new opportunities. And once we've done that, let's just tune in to the emotions, the sensations, the feelings. How would we feel? How would we feel when everything works out for the best? This perfect week that we've just crafted in our imagination. What are the sensations associated with them? And here, just gonna invite you to tune in to the feelings of this perfectly aligned experience that you've imagined. And the feelings and the sensations, we are now gonna expand them and make them stronger and more intense. And to do that, I'm just gonna invite us to imagine as if these sensations, these feelings are flowing in and out directly through our heart with each of our breath. So every time we breathe in, imagining these feelings entering ourselves through the heart and nurturing ourselves, nurturing our bodies. And every time we breathe out, imagining as if those feelings are flowing out, radiating out from our hearts into the space around us. Whatever those feelings are, whether you know exactly how to name them, even if they're very familiar, or if they're just more subtle sensations that you're feeling in your body. Whichever they are, just allow them to radiate out from your heart when you breathe out, and flowing into your body through your heart when you breathe in. So when you breathe in, you're feeling their resonance inside of yourself, and when you breathe out, you're sensing their impact, their resonance, their frequency spreading out, radiating out into the space around you. With every cycle of breath, these sensations, these feelings are getting stronger and stronger. You're feeling them more intensely within you. You're sensing them radiating further and stronger in the space around you when you breathe out. These sensations getting stronger and stronger. These feelings flowing in and out through your heart to the point that now Your heart is so fully charged up with these feelings, these sensations. It's ready to amp up the intensity even more, so that now you are able to visualize as if these sensations are shooting out from your heart like a laser beam. They're so strong, so powerful, that you're able to project them out in front of you with such power, with such intensity, that you are literally carving out a portal in time and space right in front of you. A portal in time and space that is in full resonance with these feelings, these sensations that are themselves in full resonance with the best possible outcomes that are aligned with your vision, with your goals, with your values. So this portal is in perfect alignment with your highest vision, your highest perspective, your highest values. And so now we are going to imagine in our mind's eyes that we're walking through this portal. We are walking through a version of space and time that is fully aligned with your values, your vision. A version of space and time, a version of reality where you are fully connected with everything you need to create, indeed, to make manifest the best version of the week. So here I'm just inviting us to take a moment to feel this connection on this side of the portal, this connection with all of the information into the field, all of the opportunities, all of the synchronicities that are existing into the field around us, except we're into this version that is perfectly supporting the realization of our vision. And here, taking a few deep breaths, feeling yourself connecting with these possibilities. As you breathe in, maybe you're feeling even your body, your cells vibrating as they connect with these possibilities. And breathing out gratitude for these connections, knowing that this version of reality is now not just a possible version of your future, but you're making it a very real present. This is now your present of This week starting today, you're stepping into a new version of the present that is aligned with your highest good, the highest good of everyone else involved. A version of the present that supports you, that supports your vision, your goals, your values. And as you're noticing this state of connection that you're in, just gonna invite you to create an anchor to remind yourself of this state of connection. And this anchor can be any gesture that you're choosing. It could be touching your thumb and index finger together. It could be rubbing your hand over your heart. Whatever feels right for you. And as you're choosing your anchor, just inviting you to do it now. And knowing that at any moment during the week, when you need it, you can repeat this movement, whether it's touching your fingers, touching your heart, or anything else you chose. And that will immediately bring yourself back into this connected state that you're in now. It will remind you immediately, bring yourself back into this high vibration state that you're currently in, reminding you of this alignment, this connection with your vision. Okay, and so once you've created your anchor, we are now slowly but surely bring ourselves back into the present, this new present, but in the here and now. And to do that, let's rub our hands together until they're warm, and then place them at the top of our head, and just slowly, gently touching every part of our body, starting with our face, our head, down our neck, our shoulders, our arms, and then touching the front of our torso and abdomen, touching the sides of our bodies, also as much as possible touching our back, and touching from the top of our hips all the way down our legs, our knees, lower legs, all the way down to our feet. If we can touch our feet, but if we can't, it's okay. Let's just press our feet into the ground again in order to connect with the earth one last time. And again, feeling the grounding, feeling ourselves grounded and anchored into the earth. And once we've done that and we feel comfortable, we can open our eyes and welcoming the week starting now in full alignment with what's important to us, what we want to achieve. And on these words, I'm gonna wish you a great week to come, and say goodbye and see you next week, where we'll resume to the with the normal time this time. Have a great week, everyone. Bye bye.